Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the basics of knitting. This video will include a tutorial for casting on, a basic knit stitch, a basic purl stitch, and casting off. I did just want to give a quick disclaimer that these are just the techniques and styles that I use, but there are plenty of other methods out there, so while I prefer this one, I highly recommend trying out a few different ones and seeing what you like the best. There is no best method, but everyone has one that they like the most, and this is mine. So let's get into it. To cast on, you're going to start by creating a slip stitch. You're going to twist your yarn in a little loop and pull through the yarn that is still connected to the ball. So once again, you're going to twist your yarn into a loop and pull through the yarn that is connected to the ball. Now you're just going to put your needle into that loop and tighten it by pulling the string that is still connected to the ball of yarn. So now to start creating stitches, you're going to slide your right needle into the stitch that your left needle currently has on it. Then you're going to take the yarn that's connected to your ball and wrap it around the right needle. From the back to the front. And then you're going to slide your right needle down, and then you're going to slide your left needle up. And you're going to pull your right needle out, and there's your next stitch. So we're going to go through that a few more times. So put your right needle into that stitch, the top stitch only, pull the string from behind, slide your right needle down, and then slide your left needle up, and pull it off of the right needle. You want to slide your right needle up, pull the yarn through, slide your right needle down, and then slide your left needle up. You want to slide your right needle up, pull the yarn through, slide your right needle down, and slide your left needle up. I'm going to create 5 more stitches just to have a nice even 10, but that's the basic principle of casting on. So actually knitting is not entirely dissimilar to the cast on process. You're going to slide your right needle up through the top stitch, take your yarn from behind and wrap it around the right needle, slide down, and then just fully pull it off of the left needle. So that's the only different part, is instead of putting it back on the left needle, you're taking it off. So once again, you want to go up through with your right needle, wrap the yarn around, pull down with your right needle, and then just take it off of the left needle. Go up through, wrap the yarn around, go down, and take it off. Pull up through with your right needle, wrap the yarn around, go down, and take it off. Up through, wrap around, down, and off. And that's it. Now we're going to go through how to purl. Purling is sort of the opposite. You're going to go down with your right needle at the top stitch, and then you're going to take the yarn from the front and wrap it towards the back. And then you're going to go up and take it off. So once again, you want to go down, wrap the yarn from front to back, go up through and take it off. Down, wrap from front to back, go up through and take it off. Down, front to back, up through and take it off. Down, front to back, up through, and take it off. Personally, I like to knit for my odd rows and purl from the even rows because I think it makes like a really pretty side of your swatch. but you can do whatever you want. You can knit 2 stitches and purl the next 2 stitches, or knit 1, purl 1, or any sort of crazy combination depending on what your pattern calls for. But just for the purposes of learning this, we're going to knit the odd rows and purl the even rows. I like to do a nice 10 by 10 square, so 10 stitches, 10 rows, and then for the 10th row, it'll be a cast off process. So to cast off, you're basically going to start like you're knitting. You're going to go up through with your right needle, wrap the yarn around the back, pull down with your right needle, and pull the stitch off. And you're going to do the same thing to the second stitch. But then before you get to the third stitch, you're going to take the first stitch on your right needle and pull it over your second stitch. And then what I like to do is yarn over by just wrapping the yarn around from the back and pulling the first stitch over that. I think this just gives it a little bit more give. You don't have to do that part. But then you want to knit one more stitch over and do the same thing again. So then just pull the bottom stitch over the top stitch. And you're just going to repeat that process all the way down until you only have one stitch left. And you can occasionally throw in the yarning over and pulling like an extra stitch through, but you definitely don't have to. Like I said, I think it just gives it a little extra give. So you want to knit the next stitch onto there, and then pull the bottom stitch over the top stitch on your right needle. Once you get down to your last 2 stitches, you're going to knit that last one from the left needle over onto your right needle, and then you're just going to pull the bottom stitch over the top stitch once again. And then you can cut your yarn and yarn over once again by just wrapping the yarn around from the back to the front, and pull that bottom stitch over the top one. But then this time you want to take your needle to pull that yarn all the way through. And there you have it, a completed swatch. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I would be happy to elaborate in either a comment or a video. But in the meantime, please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.